Yeah, y'all come on in. Come on in, wipe your feet, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. When I go live, I'm gonna hit the button where y'all cannot comment if you're not subscribed. So look, subscribe so when we go live, we can all party together. But tomorrow I'm going live all day tomorrow. I'm gonna be live all day tomorrow. I'm gonna take comments, questions. Leave y'all comments and y'all questions in the in the comment section right now. So tomorrow when I go live, I'm gonna take a list of all these questions and we're gonna run them down. We're gonna start off the topic and we just gonna let it ride. But let's talk about these quarterbacks that's coming to Colorado. You see what the sign say? We coming, right? He didn't say me and him coming or me and that guy coming. He said we coming. So as far as we know, we got two quarterback commits right now for Colorado. And if y'all not familiar with all these quarterbacks that are swirling around, they are high level quarterbacks. I mean, these guys, when you judge a quarterback, it's not just about touchdowns. It's about the interception ratio to touchdowns, and it's about their leadership skills. This is the one thing that's different from quarterbacks to other players. If a quarterback can will his team to the playoffs and win championships and all that kind of stuff, that guy has a different kind of pedigree. He has a winning pedigree. He's going to do what it takes to win. He understands the game at a high level, so he can put his team in a good position. Like most quarterbacks, they call it like, remember, Tom Brady was called a quarterback manager for a long time. But guess what Tom Brady ended up doing? Being the winningest quarterback, the winningest NFL player when it comes to Super Bowls of all time. All time. So he knew when to manage the game, and he knew when he could expose other defenses and put up big numbers. He's done it all. He's broke a bunch of records. He had better years than Peyton Manning, but he had more consistent years than any other quarterback. And the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of these guys on this list that are coming to Colorado, they are consistent. They are like mobile, and they can beat you from the pocket. Like these guys, I mean, it's crazy. I'll say the one that might have I can't. All these guys got a lot of upside. Like a lot of these guys, AJ Hill, Antoine Hill. That's the big guy. That's going around right now. Heck, his name, they saying he could be the best. And look, I'm a Georgia boy. I love Georgia football. I was about to make a video last week talking about how Georgia players, if you have Georgia players on your team, you have a better chance of winning the national championship. It's just it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. Georgia boys have a different understanding of the game, and the competition level is a little different. It's like a lot of places top to bottom in Georgia is just a lot of good football playing. It's not just speed ball. It's like we're going to hit you in your mouth, and we got speed, and we got power, and we got size. Like Georgia has turned into a football factory over the last few years. So getting Hill, that's a big boost in the competition. Like the competition level, we love competition in Georgia. So now he's going to come in there ready to work. He's going to come in there ready to work. But he has another year in high school, so we know what I'm saying, we got to wait on that. But the guy that's already committed in-house, Danny O'Neal, he's solid too. Now, a lot of people might overlook Danny O'Neal because of his size, but he's a dual threat, and he actually runs. If you look at the Kent State offense, the quarterbacks he had before over there in that offense, they look more like Danny O'Neal. The dual quarterback, kind of like those Alex Smith kind of guys. So he didn't have the big arm guys, the big standing pocket guys. He had guys that could kind of read do the RPOs pretty good, but he was a true pocket passer, but he could run an RPO to perfection. All right. So now the guy that I think is the best for this offense, like like kind of like a Vince Young kind of person that can just take over a game, is Underwood. Now Bryce Underwood is an amazing talent. Like he just jump off page, I seen this guy throw a no-look pass. Now that's flash, right? That's flash, but that's skill. And he didn't throw a 10-yard no-look pass. He threw like a 30-yard no-look pass. Like, that's basketball Magic Johnson stuff. Like, the only other person I've seen really do a no-look pass is Mahomes and who, maybe like a Brett Favre. So that, like, most guys can't do that because you got to have superior arm talent to do that. And he has the size too. This dude's like he's like what, 6'3", 6'3 and a half, almost 6'4. And they're saying AJ Hill is 6'5. So O'Neal is the shortest one at 6 foot. And he look like he might be a little under 6 foot, but he's scrappy. All these guys, from what I see, they can take their team to the playoffs and they can win a big game. And all of them, since they junior year, been putting up 30-plus touchdowns. Sophomore year, 30-plus touchdowns. Like, sophomore year, 30-plus touchdowns. That's unheard of. Some people can barely crack they senior year. So I know these guys are playing at prep schools. So sometimes at a prep school, you don't really know the quality of competition that you're playing against. So that's the one thing that's kind of like, and they kind of get a big time wide receiver to come in with them, so they have a real legit target to throw to. Sometimes 2 or 3 legit targets to throw to. Now that's good for their development, but sometimes it's hard to see, okay, who just has the will, the it factor, the power their team through all the adversities and just make it happen. When you playing with a team that's stacked, and you playing against other teams that don't have the same kind of talent, you should put up big time numbers. So I don't know, because I haven't seen them all play with my own 2 eyes, and I haven't seen the talent that's on their team and on the opponent's team. But when you talk about these prep schools, that happens a lot of times. You have a team that's stacked playing against other teams that's not as stacked, so you can run the numbers up sometimes. So that's why I don't like this new era of football, but at the same time, this new era of football, these guys go to schools that's all about football, and they want to develop them. So these kids are coming into college ready to play. Their mind is already developed. So it's give and take with that. But I feel like Colorado has 3 quarterbacks. They already got 2 in-house that's going to compete. And this is the thing that I want y'all to understand. Danny O'Neal is doing the same thing AJ Hill is doing. They recruiting. They trying to get more players that they know that are dogs to try to come up to Colorado. And that's one thing, when you land a big time quarterback, other players that have seen this quarterback play and they know he's a good quarterback, they will decide, okay, I'll go there and play with him because I know he's a winner. So with Coach Prime signing these winning quarterbacks, he's gonna get a lot of guys that are associated with him by either playing against him or they've been going on recruiting visits together, all this kind of stuff. They kind of want to take notice in Colorado. Now that probably would not have been thinking about Colorado, because now they know they got a guy that can get the job done on their team. And now Coach Prime don't just have 1, he has 2, and he might have 3. So understand, y'all, it's finna get real different now in Colorado when you have a signal caller, and not just 1, 2, maybe 3 down the line. So now the top wide receivers, the top tight ends, the top offensive line, now they know, okay, once Shadur gone, we still got a guy. We still got a guy that we can block for. We still got a guy that we can lean on. And not only do we have a guy, we got another guy behind the guy. So, and I believe the group of quarterbacks that are coming in, the 2 that's already signed right now, they're the kind of guys that Coach Prime want, the coaching staff want, the guys that want to put in the work. And you see all the stuff that's coming out right now. They're talking about how a lot of guys are soaking around, not putting in the work. Players hear this. So the players that are thinking about coming to Colorado now, they love playing football. They should, unless they just is not paying attention to what's going on. And how can you not pay attention to what Colorado is doing right now? So a lot of the guys that's coming in now are going to be prototype guys that the coaching staff is looking for. Guys that want to come in here, that want to put in work, that are They just love watching film. They love going to practice early. Those kind of guys. And when you get your quarterback room doing this on the high level, now all the receivers get work. Because it's not just one guy that got to throw to everybody. Now you got 2, 3 quarterbacks throwing to everybody. And I don't think y'all understand what's about to happen. After Deion left Florida State, another guy came to Florida State named Charlie Ward, right? Charlie Ward's senior year, they had 2 offenses that they could run on and off the field. Charlie Ward had the high-power offense. Once they got up by like 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns, they would bring out a second-string offense that had their own receivers, their own quarterback, their own offensive line, and they would run kind of like how a basketball team has a first team and a second team. They would run their second team out, and they wouldn't miss a beat. Coach Prime is about to build this in Colorado, where once, you know how most teams, once they take their starters out, now they take the foot off the gas. Coach Prime is building an atmosphere in Colorado where once they take their starters out, the guys that's coming in, they are just as hungry. They might be even more hungrier than the starters, so they're not taking their foot off the gas. Even when you think they're taking their foot off the gas, it's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Because everybody is going to be guys that have dreams of going to the NFL and really want to put in the work and better themselves. So once they get a chance to be on that field, they're going to come in focused on a mission, and it won't stop. The ball will not stop rolling no matter who's in the game. If this trend continues to roll the way it is, once you get your quarterbacks in, I want y'all to understand this. When Georgia got Justin Fields to commit to Georgia, that's when they started getting their number 1 classes. That's when they start getting their number 1 classes. And y'all got to understand something. Coach Prime is taking it even step farther. Okay, I'm going to pluck the top ones that I think that can play now, that got NFL talent out of high school coming in. But these other guys is at these other schools that have NFL talent, but they only got a year or 2 left, I'm going to bring these guys in. You know why he's going to bring these guys in? Because he know they already have the size and the speed and everything to be an NFL prospect, and he know they only have so much time. So if you get here and you don't pan out, we don't got to fight with you for 4 years. You got 1 year to show us what you got, and you gone, or you might have 2 years to learn the system. But if we bringing them in, if Colorado is bringing in a grad student or a guy who has 1 or 2 years left, a JUCO guy, they know, okay, if he do what he's supposed to do, he can make an immediate impact right now. They're not bringing in guys that they think they're going to have to develop if they only got 1 or 2 years. They bring in guys that they think has the skills to make it to the next level and can contribute for Colorado and put this team in a position to win. So it's finna get crazy now, y'all. I just want to see, the D-line is already stacking. Now I'm waiting to start to see some of these linebackers. Understand me. If you don't have dominant linebackers, it's hard to win championships. Go look at all these championship teams, and I'll show you dominant linebackers. Look at the championship game from last year, Georgia versus TCU. Georgia had a good quarterback. TCU had a good quarterback. Georgia had good receivers. TCU had good receivers, good running backs. But you know what the difference was? Because TCU had O-line and D-line too. Maybe not on the level as Georgia, but they had it. But when it came to linebacker, and stud running backs, Georgia won that by a landslide, right? Landslide. So this is the thing you got to understand. Linebackers are the key to your defense. Quarterbacks are the key to your offense. Linebackers are the key to your defense. So hopefully we can sign some big linebackers. If we get some big linebackers in, I'm going to do a backwards flip. I'm telling y'all. Like, I love linebacker play. I love quarterback play. I love football in general, but I understand how important linebackers are. And we still haven't signed no bell cow linebackers. We got the guy to transfer from Alabama, but he's not on the field. So if you're not on the field, I can't count you because you're not producing. But hey, Y'all leave y'all comments what y'all want to talk about. I'm going live all day tomorrow. I know I'm gonna go live at least 3 hours tomorrow, just chopping it up with y'all. So let's get it. Let's go.